All right, welcome back. Martin Grunberg here, and today we're going to talk about this idea. This is a 5-minute quick hitter, but it's really significant because a lot of people who trip upon these videos or upon the habit factor stuff, they're looking for change. The challenge is this: change comes through challenge, and challenge creates pain, and people love comfort. And so rather than take you through all that and try to figure out the thought process here, you see, we're either guided towards pleasure or away from pain. But if we just set that aside over here, what we want to talk about is emotion. So as important as it is to control our emotions, it's also critically important to know that emotions guide behavior. Emotion can be a tremendous catalyst. So if you're out to dinner and you get horrible service, you're going to take action, right? You're going to be pissed. You're going to write a bad review. You're going to ask to speak with a manager. Emotion is guiding the action. You get angry, you might punch a wall. Emotion guiding. Now, hopefully we can use mindfulness, and we can put a little space in between what happened and how we respond. But for right now, I just want you to think about it's emotion that guides, that triggers, it's the catalyst for behavior. So probably the best illustration of this, and let me just one more time reiterate what the problem is here. The challenge is this: we are too comfortable. If we're living in the first world order here, and we have dollars in our pocket, we have food and a house and shelter, we're taking care of the base needs, right? Food, water, shelter, and fortunately, hopefully we even have a job. So we have all these things, and then we're just comfortable, and there's no real reason to challenge ourselves. So what I'm suggesting to you is it's important to work up a bit of a story to fire up the emotion. And so I've said it many times before, I'll share it again. This is a perfect example. I convinced myself I was going to die tomorrow, and that was enough. When I really got into that story, that was enough to make me take action and sign up for a bucket list event. So the idea, of course, is right now I feel like I have all the time in the world. I can do that someday. The only challenge is someday is not a day of the week, and at a certain point we run out of some days. So sometimes we have to trick ourselves that the some days are gone or about to be gone, and we must take action. Again, the key emotion there for me was regret. It wasn't that I was angry. I was a little angry at myself that I let 15 years go by without taking action, and I realized if I don't take action tomorrow, I'm never going to talk about the event or think about it again. It's either like now or never. And that created a lot of emotion, specifically regret. And next thing I knew, I jumped up, ran downstairs, signed up for the event. And so if you're half as comfortable as I was, that comfort begins to eat away at you over time. So on one hand, we want comfort. On the other hand, it's slowly killing us. You know, the fable about the frog. Turns out it's not true, but it's still fun to talk about. The idea that a frog, if it's boiled 1 degree at a time, won't know, and it doesn't jump out of the pot. So even if it's not true, it's a fun little metaphor, fun little analogy. It's just like the ostrich who sticks their head in the sand, right? So if we're too comfortable, we don't take action. We're happiest, which is another video, but we're happiest when we're actually challenging ourselves, when we're producing a desired result, and that can only be by taking action. And then when we take action, there's resistance. So I'm going to end it right there. If you're slightest bit unhappy, or you just feel like you might be too comfortable, find a way to work up emotions. Recognize that it's emotion that is going to get you to take action. And by the way, just quick aside, another example, when people have a chip on their shoulder, when they're pissed off, they want to show their parent or their teacher or their coach how they wronged them, or the team that didn't draft them, then they're motivated and they're fired up and they're constantly getting after it. But that's all driven by emotion, which can be as simple, strangely enough, as fabricating a story. I'm going to show them, for instance, I was the one that they should have drafted. All right, so it's emotion. If you're not getting there, if you're not feeling like you're taking action, you can't figure out why, it's because there's not enough emotion to spark there's not enough emotion as the catalyst to get going. So, all right, my friends, that's it. I told you it was quick. Thanks for subscribing. See ya.